You know what I'll do? Is I'll put on my robe for a couple minutes, and then as I start talking, I'll get warmed up. I'll get warmed up. Warmed up, because right now I'm like cold. Well, but I'm glad, because it's hot outside. So I'd rather be cold than hot. I can always layer up. I can only take so much clothes off. All right, let's yammer. Let's talk about some stuff.
That's nice.
Isn't it the year of the horse? Ooh, chilly in my mitts. Let's talk about some stuff. I think the world's gonna be okay, actually. I'm pretty excited about it. Once all the frauds and fakes go away, we can get on with shit. The putting on airs. Fakes and frauds. I'm sick. I hate fake people, man. I would go along with groups until there was too much stuff I disagreed and I couldn't support the group anymore. And I'm a go along to get along kid.
Yeah.
I can get along with anybody. I can get along so good they give me awards.
Oh, wow.
And so when people don't get along with me, I stopped being the get along girl about 10 years ago. I was 42.
42.
And I don't really care if people like me anymore, because
I do.
I thought they did, but they lied. So I'm one of those Asperger people that I can't tell sometimes. So I read energy, but if people subdued their energy, it's kind of hard to read. Most people I don't bother with, but it's kind of a game in 2026 trying to figure out, is this person lying or are they telling the truth? And I tell the truth. Mom taught me. Mom, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Wait, wave now. Here, let me turn on the light. There, now wave. Wave. I love you, Mom. That's my mom. I've been her stay-at-home daughter since 2017. It's been a wild ride. So, people are waking up, but it's not waking up to what the world is. I don't think. I think it's people waking up to who they are in this world and who they want to be. That's what happened to me 10 years ago. I decided I wasn't going to be the go along, get along girl no more. And if I didn't agree with something, golly gosh, darn it, I'm going to say something about it. People don't like it. Especially when you call out what their whole life is built on. To be nonsense. Go grow a garden. Go do something useful. The way the world has been, it's not like that where I live. They keep trying to perpetuate that world. They can't do it. They're not doing a very good job. They keep building their little baseball fields, and more people are saying, we don't, why? Because the kids are just going to go around on their little motorbikes anyway. People aren't playing baseball so much. When I was a kid, we played so much baseball, we just go out in a field, measure off a square, put a little square in the dirt, and sometimes we're like hitting sticks with rocks. But what are you gonna do? So I called today's talk. I want to talk to people about astrologers. I love astrology. I love the stars in the sky, and how they tell us and guide us through life, just like the Bible talks about Genesis. I haven't read the Bible. I'm not a Bible thumper. I like William Donahue. Do you know who that is? I like the metaphors of the Bible. And I have my own metaphors even. Yeah. We'll talk about those later. So because astrology is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I literally heard this woman the other day. This is not an exaggeration. In one instance, she's talking about how bad AI is. I think AI at a large scale, when huge corporations use it, I think it's to their detriment. I think when I ask questions like, how do I make an app to tap on resources that are already there that people have access to, so everybody can get paid minimum wage to pick up garbage? Oh yeah, I'm an exaggeration for sure. Oh yeah, my whole life's exaggerated, but exaggeration means big and bold. Yes. Like, I did shit though. That's the thing. Is I don't have to do nothing no more, because I did so much shit before I was 30 years old. Wow. Like hard work, not just sitting on a couch or going and working at a business that my mom and dad own. Yeah. Nothing like that. There's no nepotism that did me any favor. No, this is hard, pumping hard iron and working hard. Because I used to think that's what America did. But America sold its soul. It got lazy and fluffy. Do you know 1 in 5 men need a little blue pill to be a man? 1 in 5. So when you're at the grocery store and you see 5 dudes, I wonder which one needs a pill to be a man. And forget about concerts and baseball and football. Like, oh my gosh. The level of overcompensation in America right now is definitely unprecedented. We go to war because old men can't get it up. Know that. Because they like the booms. They like the booms. The bomb that go boom. I saw it firsthand. I went to war. I saw it. I was on Suda Bay Creek. Go look up that shit. They don't send just anybody. They don't give anybody the good gigs, okay? The whole time. I'm talking 911 was an inside job while I'm turning wrenches and we're deploying equipment to bomb people over there. Because I can't even listen to the news. It's too triggering for me. Every time I hear that guy saying, they can't have nukes. I'm like, fool, we don't have nukes. It's all bullshit. America is a Ponzi scheme. It takes from its own people to inflate the top. And people just go along to get along with it. I don't care. I'm a stay-at-home daughter. Whatever happens out there, I fought my war. I don't got no more wars to fight. People go to wars because they're conflicted within themselves. That's why they go fight wars. I just want to warn people that when you work hard, don't give your money to astrologers, because now they're just using AI. So I want people to just circumvent it by cross-referencing their own shit. I got like 3 threads. I like it. I don't know. I don't have no friends. Might as well hang on to it. Look at this. I take my placements, right? And then I say, make a picture of my placements. That's like what how astrology interprets me. Here's another one. Look, I got this one makes me fun because my placements in the sky. There's the hammer of Thor. You know, that's what the astrological, that's what the movies on Marvel, they're based on people, on myths or gods in the sky, energy potentials in the sky. And so I am the hammer. I just try to be nice and light and soft so everybody gets along. And then people like, I don't know, people are bitches. They act like a bitch, so I'm gonna treat them like a bitch. I heard a guy today. Last thing I ever heard from the guy. He has heart disease because he made bad choices in his life, and now he's like at the end of his life. Like he's lived his life, and he's thinking back about his life, and he didn't make big choices, so he has heart disease. Because when you don't live from your heart, when your heart says, no, you gotta do this, help that person, and you're like, fuck it, I'd rather go, I don't know, to a football game or something, you know what I mean? Like frivolous, earthly things that don't help you after you take your last breath. Understand when you're paying somebody for their astrology part. This dude, I looked it up today. $800 for an astrology reading.
Wow.
You pay people to hang out with them so they can tell you about how they think you are. And they want you, because their opinion, they find their opinion so valuable that they can justify an 8-hour day of work split up over time. That's like getting a paid for an 8-hour day of work, $800. And there's no, now especially with AI, there's no astrologer that's worth it. Because, yeah, is it fallible because it's programmed by man? Absolutely. But however, like my meta, when it looks stuff up, it shows you all of the things that it uses, all of the references, all the reference points. It shows you. And it goes to a lot of places, so it's not just like Astro Cafe. I'm just tired of people getting ripped off by... See, when you pay for astrology, you're paying for them to go on vacation. You're just paying for people's lives. And then I see how people, like, waste other people's money. And I just think that there's just too many people going without basic needs. I live in New Mexico, man. They have so much money here, but they never let it trickle down, and I'm trying to build the trickle up economics. But first I have to build up my reputation of being a person of integrity, which I've done a pretty good job. You want to go outside, girl, for the last 52 years? But now I gotta find other people that are in their integrity, and I can't. See, I think I see good things in people that I don't even have to like them all the way. I don't have to like people to work with them and do things for my community. We don't gotta get along. Hell, as in the military, ain't nobody like nobody. And the ones that did, they just did weird shit together. Drank too much. I drank too much. I got a DUI off at Air Force Base. But you won't see it no place on my public record because they hide that stuff. If you're willing to kill people over there, then you get all the perks, all the benefits, all the benefits. You get free housing, you get money for food. Heck, when I was at Offutt, it used to be you could take your car into like a shop on base and have a lift and everything, and they have all the tools there. And it was like a library, but you take your car in and do your own maintenance for people that like didn't have their own stuff. Change your oil. I don't know if you could do like heavy maintenance, brakes, stuff like that. But I'm like, why can't everybody have that in the community? Why can't that be an everybody thing? Why does it have to be the kill for a thrill until you earn your little blue pill kind of thing? 1 in 5. We gotta change that. Excuse me. It's smoky. The clouds are in now, but it's been smoky. all day. We're 7,000 feet in the air, in the sky. I need to get an elevation map. I want to get an elevation. Oh, since the light out, I'll be right back. Oh. I don't know where my sign is. I don't know where my sign is. Is Luna coming back yet? Okay, so I got some new loot. I think I might go to law school because New Mexico just did a thing where they waived the bar. You don't have to pass the bar to become a lawyer. And the only reason why I never went to law school is because I didn't want to take I hate tests and I don't type fast, so I disassociate. So, but I think it would be good. I'm already looking at my law books that I want to start collecting, like historical ones from New Mexico. So I got this. When they talk about frequency, this is what they're talking about. We've been down here. More people are all meh. Here, Taos acts like it's up here, but it's about right here. So I'm going to have an office one day and put all these back, and then I'll have class because I'm a teacher. I want to just teach people everything I know. This, when they talk about words or spells, this breaks it down. It's a hard read. It's hard to read. Like, I have to focus, but like, look at the pictures in here and stuff. Oh, what's that? What's that? Huh. What's going on around here? This was my teacher. He was my teacher when I went to Bellevue University in Omaha, or when I lived in Bellevue and was stationed at Offutt. I enlisted to go to college specifically, and he was my teacher, and we went through this, and this is a great book to go through. The class, the signature series, the class was every Saturday morning for like 3 months. And of all the classes I ever took, it was my favorite class. Because we talk about Plato's Cave and Machiavelli and all the good stories. And I actually do a rendition now. I have a version of Algorithm of the Cave based off of Plato's, but a modern day version. So I'm really getting into this learning thing. It keeps me out of trouble. I gotta find my dog. She's around here somewhere. I told her she could walk around longer. There she is. Coming, honey bear? Oh, there's a thunder. That looks cool. Here. Come on, pretty girl. Let's get you in. The thunder rolls.
I have another poster I was going to show, but I don't know where it is right now, so I'll show it later. Let's check out the sky, though. So I just go like that. That's the sky. Okay. Alright, let's get this stuff back in. Mom's probably going, what? What's happening in there? No, she don't. She's the least complaining person I've ever known in my whole entire life. Man, she just is like the epitome of the good person. She really is. I got a good mom. Oh, I'm coming, Mom. I got my hands full. Oh, it's. I just got a
Fresh air.
So, well, Luna had to go potty, and then I started talking. And then, all right, there, put that down. What is that other picture? That's weird. Good girl, the consciousness one. Oh, here it is.
That's good. Very good.
Here it is. This, the evolution of consciousness.
Caution.
Consciousness.
Consciousness.
Yep. Oh, I was talking about working with people and not having to like them.
No, not that.
Like, you don't have to like people to work with them. Like, you can get through the day with them and, like, get your mission accomplished and stuff, and then go on and not be around people you don't like. So, like, I learn from people I don't like. I figure out me more. Me. I figure me out more when I watch people that, like, because I'm like, why are they bugging? Why do they bother me so? Like, why is it about them that bothers me so much? Because it's things in them that I don't like about myself.
Oh, wow.
Usually it's arrogance. Usually it's... What? No, this is not... No, this isn't working, huh? It's people that are condescending. Oh my gosh, condescending people. And I can be condescending too. Don't think I can't. Because I have to say, I know my character defects. Because I've been looking at my character defects in other people my whole life. You know how they say we see things in others we don't like about ourselves. Or we mirror, or I mirror. I don't know. What are other people doing? What are other people doing? I think other people play a lot of video games. That's what I'm finding. Like, when people go radio silent for days and days, if you go to their house and if you go to their house ever and they have a game console, like, that's where they are. Like, their world is immersed, and if the power goes out, they're going to be really freaking sad about it. Evidently, they're going to, you know, I plan my life, like, what would you do if the power was out? You know, like, don't live in a place that's triple digits, because if the power goes out, it's going to be hard to keep it cool unless you want to live underground. That's why there's so much, like, you know, people actually build them. When I was a kid, I used to draw pictures of my house in the ground, and then now I live in New Mexico where they build houses in their ground. So I saw my future, evidently. Because I lived in freaking Northern California. I didn't ever plan on living in no New Mexico. And then we end up back here, we're not back, well, Mom ends up here. We end up here in 2020, and after we lived here, or moved here, we found out Mom was born here. So Mom was born and not raised is the funny joke. And I'm surrounded by I'm in the land of my stupid cousins. Because who throws babies away? Who puts babies in an orphanage? Who isn't intelligent enough to build a system where that baby can be nurtured wherever it is? Who? Who can't figure it out? New Mexico, California, any place in Idaho, any place where there's cracks in society. And you know what the cracks in society are? like that crap heap that's going to LSU. Did 2 girls dirty, broke one, broke her neck.
Oh.
Dude freaking had his way. Just she's gonna be. You don't have no say in this. That's what that put me in the room with that kid. He's 19. He's over 18. He's going to college. He's gonna do it again. He's gonna do it again, but he'll get off because the creeps always get off. My brother's a creep. He got off. They just all get off, and then they all just cover for each other and then go around and say, she's crazy. And I keep asking, like, give me an example of what's crazy. The fact that I took care of our mom for the last 9 years and I still have a smile on my face and I got a full head of hair. I'm not like so stressed out I'm freaking balding and shit, because he's like, I mean, in our family line, you look back at our family line, everybody's got a full head of hair but my bro now. Because that's stress, because that's imbalanced Virgos. See, because every energy has an energy. Every astrological sign has an energy. And I've had to deal with my Aries sun and tapering it down my whole life. Because I don't want to be too manly to the world. Because then they call me a dyke. And then they say, lesbian stuff and all that. I'm like, dude, I haven't been on a date since 2016. That ain't me. That dyke and stuff, that's not me. You must be talking about somebody else. Because I'm celibate. And I'm not in the whole world of chasing sensations. And I don't need to hang out with nobody that needs no little blue pill to be me. I never needed a pill to be me, ever. Ever. I don't take pills. You're off your meds. What meds? I did Paxil, 2005? Because my brother did it. He said it. No, 3. I was on Crete. I had to bring extra bottles with me. 03. And I did it because he did it. He said it helped him. Focus. I said, I need help focusing. I'm in college. So I did it, and then I quit. As soon as I was done with college, I did this to help me get through. And then I always exercise. I've always been super physical to get out my yayas. When I feel powerless, I have 2 20-pound sets of dumbbells. I do sets of 111. Some days I do 9 sets of 111 plus 1. One day I realized that. I did 9 sets, and then I was laying in bed. I said if I would have done one more, I would have done 1,000 today. But I get focused on like what I do, I have Asperger's. I mask better than anybody else, like that I ever met that or come across that had Asperger's. You know that Ethan and Eli those kids they're up out of Oregon, and the stepdad, he's in recovery. The mom does her own thing, like. They're all on social media. If the power goes out, that's sad. Everything goes away. So let's just hope that for everyone, power stays on. But like the Eli kid loves to dance. He loves Michael Jackson, and and their house is full of memorabilia and just all this Disney stuff and whatever. It doesn't take away from my point. Is like I see this kid. He gets up and he does his own videos because. We're batteries. We wake up, and if you charge right, you're powered and ready to go. See, the thing of it is us that are worker bees, you gotta do the work early. You gotta do the hardest part of the job earliest in the day when it's the coolest. And then, like siesta later or whatever, right? But we got to a point that people just don't even do the work anymore. Or lesser and lesser people do, because there's always somebody out there freaking busting their ass for like so much less than they deserve, while they're making sure that everybody around them gets something they need, And then there's been this great imbalance on Turtle Island for 250 years. See, the idea of America is over. They perpetuated the idea of America and freedom It to a point that it's saturated the field and they can't even support the lie anymore. Because Washington, D.C. and Hollywood, they're the same budgets and they have the same goal to get the American people to believe in things about their country that just aren't true. And now there's like, I mean, what I see, the military and the media and all this stuff that I see, like OPSEC, the president talking about how we're running out of munitions. It's unrecognizable to me. Like, why did I have to work so? And it's always been like that. You know, it's like I put all of me into every job I've ever had, but it doesn't matter because somebody else is going to come along and they're going to want it completely different. So everything I'm doing is just in this moment. So, you know who Rudeberger is? This kid. Rue. He sits on this. I don't know the guy's name. I think he's got. Mitch McConnell's dead. I'm so tired of the freaking. Everybody knows it's bullshit. It's one picture in a lobby and him in a wheelchair, and there's no actual pictures. And you don't think that they're swarming? Like, no. It's. The gig is up. The jig is up. The jig is up. Okay, so Rudeberger, enough about that crap. Rue the pug. Here he is, Rutabaga. So this guy's shtick. I want to do this, but so what I want to do is on a larger scale of this. But I totally did he has his pug in his cart, and then he sets up his wonderment of fun. He's got a Polaroid camera. He's got a wax stamp. He writes poems with his old-timey typewriter. We typed this. No, I think he's a better typer than me. He's got I don't think that's a Fisher Price. Is it? I don't know. He's got a cash register. My favorite, here's your complimentary supplement. But I think the world's going to be okay because we're going back to the whimsy, right? We're going back to an era where we're going to have a lot of fun mocking the people that have been in charge for the last while. I smell petrichor. Do you smell it? You don't smell it? It smells like it's... Rainy.
It is.
I like when it rains. You know how I talk about the little varmin with their little zoomies racing up and down the roads with their motorcycles? One of them's going to end themselves.
Yeah.
Somebody else made a post about it on Facebook. And then you know what the comments are? They're calling the person that's concerned for the child's safety, they're calling her a Karen. Oh, at least they're outside playing. They're not on their cell phones. I'm like, they're vaping and they're like 12.
They are.
Weed pens. They're vaping. They're riding motorbikes. They're almost hitting cars. They're doing like excessive speeds, doing wheelies on public streets. They're little freaking nuisances. Do something useful. If you're gonna be outside, don't be like a little See, that's what they do. Is it starts with that. Because you have people that have the zoomies, and the zoomies start from within people that don't know how to meditate or find the peace within themselves. So they have this vibrational frequency in them of go chase a sensation, and then they spend the rest of their life chasing that sensation. And I mean, the people that I have known that are no longer here just because they were chasing a thrill. They don't live anymore. They don't exist. They're gone. They've been gone for a long, long time. And every day the number goes up because people don't have reverence for life. It's important that you value your life. I was one of those, I'm like, dude, I gotta live to be 15. Then I made it to 15. And I'm like, well, that's cool because I sure as ain't gonna make it to 21. And then I made it to 21. And then when I was 29, I'm looking around, I'm like, dude, did you ever think that you would be on freaking Crete? The island, the Mediterranean island, like, you grew up and you didn't even know people that vacationed here. You just knew about it on a place on a map. And they said you'd never amount to nothing. They said they thought I would be, they told Mom at one point I'd probably be institutionalized. Oh, Mom. I say that, she don't. Sometimes she remembers stuff, sometimes she don't. But mostly I get blue and red these days, so we're in a different tier. But every day that she's here, I'm grateful. Because one day, gosh, man. That's why I gotta make plans to fill. Man, because when you love things, you put that into making sure the thing that you love is taken care of. And so, like, I only got one dog left, and I was taking care of 5. I was putting a lot of me into taking care of the things that I love that aren't here anymore, so all that goes into Mom. Mom didn't need it as much then, though. You know? You know how many people don't like me just because I take care of my mom? Because they never took care of their mom. So I make people look bad, because I put in the effort. And evidently I make it look really effortless, even though I'm over here like, oh, help me, Lord, help me. Right? Based on universal law of likes attracts like. And then there's those that do like me. Whoever they are. But what I learned a long time ago is ultimately, and I always come back to this, even if I get stuck outside externally, I always come back to whatever anybody thinks about me, it's none of my business. It doesn't matter if people hate me, it doesn't matter if people like me. It doesn't matter, because it's not going to change how I show up in this world. It's not gonna. And people, they go in this group and they act like this, and then they go over here and then they act like this. Then they go over here. And then you're always getting a different version of people. And I can't stand that, because I move around a lot too, and I see these people, and I'm just like, wait a minute, you weren't like acting, why are you saying it like this here, but over there you're saying it that way? Shut up, Marge. Shut up. Shut up. I was always like, I used to drink a lot, so I just say what I thought, and then people fucking would, they'd never speak to me again because I said what I thought. Because I would say what, like, the truth to me, and then they would pick up and make my truth their truth and then get mad at me. I didn't do it. That's why I don't drink no more, because it's a tool of divination. I'd rather meditate. I don't run. I'm not a runner. People get to the same zones in different places. The runner higher, and I don't. I used to hang out with runners. Jeremy, that dude I knew in high school, hung out with high school for a while.
Yeah.
What the girls would do is, I was always the third wheel. They would say, I'm gonna go hang out with Marge, and then the parents knew I was harmless.
Yeah.
You know? And then we'd go places, and I would be waiting someplace while she was hooking up with the dude. And one of these dudes, that was the case this one time. And homeboy, he was a runner. And his legs were as long as me almost.
Wow.
I was in the Air Force when he died. He died I was like, how did that guy get, like, how did he? It was so weird, because, I mean, he was a cross-country. He's on walls where did he go to school? Like, he get records. I think he went to school at, like, University of Montana. No, but that's people that use their energy to do the same thing over and over, and there ain't nothing productive that I can see in that. So I got ideas. I got a place, garden, and I'm gonna go talk to UNM. I found out yesterday UNM has a trade school, and this is my idea. Because out there they have a lot of property out by the campus, right?
Yeah.
And to create a place, create a trade school, a new kind of trade school, where we have people like traveling nurses that come from other parts of the United States that have phenomenal craft skill, you know, and great work ethic, and give them a place to teach the kids here. Starting like whatever they want to, if they have an aptitude, don't matter. Dude, I had an aptitude to freaking, I was watching engine swaps when I was 5, and I was all asking questions. I drove people crazy all the time asking questions because I just want to know. And then whatever, ever I learn, if I come across anybody that needs to know what I learned, then I'm going to share it with them. And ain't nobody got to pay me. Ain't nobody got to pay me because it all evens out in the end. I want people to be comfortable and have what they need in their life, because when they reach that point, they're less inclined to be uncomfortable and put that discomfort on other people. Hurt people. Look at the guy that, I mean, there's a lot of people hurting now. And what can we do about it, Mom? Whenever we drive around, we hand out water to people. One day I'm gonna start like. One day I'm gonna put out an announcement. And I'll be like, okay, I'm setting up here and now, and then invite the community out for some karaoke, pop-up karaoke, and then if people show up, I'll even feed them some good food, not some shit food, not some crap food, not fast food. I live in a place where there's an abundance of really good food. So when I drive past McDonald's and Taco Bell and these crap places, and to see people making the choices for that over goodness, those places shouldn't exist here. Whataburger. I do like Sonic because Mom and I like the lemonades, and we'll go get a medium milkshake. She gets to pick the flavor, and then we drive around and have milkshake and fries. It's something she likes to do. It's not something we do every day. It's something we do like twice a month, maybe, and then we don't do it in the winter. But she likes to go for drives, and I love to go for drives, so we like to go for drives together. Come on. Yeah. There shouldn't be so much strife in what was formerly known as the greatest nation on the planet. That's just the story they tell. And I've only been to Italy, Napoli. We flew, and I didn't even leave the base, to be honest. We were there 2.5 hours on a layover after we left Crete. Then we flew into Virginia Beach, and then from Virginia Beach, you know what per diem is? See, I want the American people to know where your money goes. Per diem is what dudes get from to go from this base to that base, and chicks too. I got it. And Virginia Beach, because I used to look at this stuff up, like what is the highest per diem of any place in the military? It's Virginia Beach. At the time, back in 2003, when I was there, it was like $121 a day. So imagine going to work and doing your job, just existing, and then on top of that, you get $121 to pay for your hotel room and, you know, your meal. You know what I learned about what the military was is when I was in the military, and I found out that we would have to pull late duty sometimes because we we'd have a late bird coming in at like 6, and my friends would have to stay late and freaking wait around because military is as grown men secretly flying across the country to one base to another, because you know what is in proximity to every single military base that exists, pretty much? Some of the best golf courses that exist. And they would fly, they call them training missions, and they fly out to Virginia Beach and they play rounds of golf and they'd come home, and they're using military aircraft as their own personal taxi service. It's disgusting. I could like, it was, I have a hard time holding my 10. I'm an Aries, among other things. And to see, so, because I grew up mom struggling, single mom. She was born with 2 club feet, dude. It hurt her to walk on a lot of days. Like, you know, but she looked okay. So the world expected her to perform as somebody that wasn't born with 2 club feet. And that wasn't fair. And she showed up and she did a real good job for a long time. And then, like, a guy slammed her head in a car door, and that messed with her mind literally. And so she just still took care of herself, was very independent, volunteered, did a lot of stuff in her community, and was always there to teach people about doing the right thing, and right things happen to you. That's good orderly direction. And so the world didn't do her no favor. And so I just said, you know what, every time, Mom, I'm going to love you. It doesn't matter how mad you get at me, how much you hate me, how many times you don't answer the phone, you don't answer the door. I'm going to be the person, Mom, that is never going to leave you. Because her family threw her away into an orphanage when she was a baby because they didn't want to deal with her feet problems. So, you know, anybody that talks about family, I think that's a loaded word myself. Don't tell me your family because you're going to throw me away. And I even fell off the wagon after 14 years sober. I said, fuck it. The whole world hates me and I'm too stupid to even know it. So I might as well just go down into a bottle for 11 months. I did that. And then I had a second, I was given a second moment of clarity where I realized that there's nobody on this planet that was going to take care of Mom, and I didn't want to be responsible for her having to go into a home and then her not being happy and then her life being cut short because I wasn't there to take care of her. She's still here, she's still happy. She's 75. They said I was retarded and never gonna amount to nothing. And so, if you have this is why you shouldn't have so much faith in the military. Because this is so funny. This cracks me up. Oops. They give these things to retards. This actually is a bigger award than this. Really. This one, if you look at Offutt Air Force Base, it's home of the 55th Maintenance Squadron. This was Airman of the Quarter for the 55th Maintenance Squadron. 2005. So there's that one. And then there's this one.
Fifth one?
This one, it says Airman of the Quarter, 55th Maintenance Group. You should have seen my dad. went to my ALS graduation, he left early. He literally got up. He said, "This is all I can take. I can't take it anymore." I'm like, "I'm sorry, Dad. I can't entertain you. Like, I got, like, I'm in college and I have papers to write. And you're a grown man. Go see Omaha. Shit, you know. Like, I have debt. Like, when I'm done, we can do." But he was. I mean, he's a baby. They're man-child. They're children. They're. See, when you have people of certain mindsets that have children and procreate, they have the idea that their kid is like they're not gonna be their own person. Like, you're gonna grow up and you're gonna do this. Or this is just how it's gonna be. And they couldn't do that with me. Because they're all Freemasons and Eastern Star Witches and stuff like that, and all with their rituals, and would have me. I ain't into it. I never was. And they knew that I wasn't going to comply, so they started from a very young age, with my mom, like, making her the crazy lady. Because when you say out loud the things they do, it sounds crazy, because they are crazy. But there's so many of them that do it. And this is back in the 70s and 80s. They had my mom locked up in the Atascadero St. Middle Hospital because they were threatening to take me away and hunt me in the woods. And my mom believed them. And what do you know? What are they doing now in the day? You know, like 800,000 people go missing every single year in the United States. Every single year. 800,000. And then they allocate themselves funds to take care of, you know, this person that was on Medi-Cal and welfare, but they ain't been seen in 12 years, but they're still allocating themselves funds for that. It's just all across. America's a Ponzi scam. There's no freedom in democracy. They're just words. They don't mean anything. Military intelligence is an oxymoron. Like election integrity and national security. Who's secure in across the nation? Who? People don't go out after dark in Taos. There's a lot. There's a sticker on it. Is that? Wait, do I have a picture of it? I think I have a picture of it. I like stickers, so I got me a sticker machine here, and then I get sticker ideas and I make stickers. And so this one stick. Okay, so. It's been 2 years since I had my sticker made. Straight people like rainbows too. That was on TikTok. It came up on this day or whatever. And so, where is the stop sign? I'm looking for the stop sign. Stop sign, stop sign. Here it is. Paso de Pueblo Norte. So, here's the stop sign. Right?
Oh, that's nice.
And so I send people these stickers, and all I want them to do is put them any place and send me one fucking picture. That's it. And I done it and I can't get people to do it. I don't know what. Like, blah, blah, blah. Is that what they hear out of myself? Blah, blah, blah. When I say, take a fucking sticker and put it on a fucking sign someplace. And then take a picture of the sticker and then send it to me, because I'm trying to do a thing over here. I'm trying to do something and I can't do it until you do it, because I gotta be an integral person. So please put the fucking sticker someplace, any place. Chicago, Evanston, I don't give a fuck. Tillamook, I don't care. Put the fucking stickers up, please. So that's. Here's one of mine. And then this one. Taos ain't safe. I want to know who that person is. What does that one say? Stokesy? Sometimes I need to stop more. What is this? Photo stamp? I don't. Oh, they got a sea turtle.
Yeah.
Star Tribe with a barcode. Taos shakedown, and I can't tell celibacy and I can't tell what that it's a cool sticker. I don't know what it says. I like sticker people. Collaborate and listen. I like that. It says stop, collaborate, and listen. So of course I gotta make a TikTok out of it. TikTok, what up, Ma? Ma, you happy lady? Yeah. There ain't a lot of people that have gone through what she's gone through in her life. Okay, the song we're gonna use is what? Come With Me Now by Congos. That's what it picked. That's cool. I like hashtag stickers 4.1 million. With that, yeah. Do you? Okay. And then location. Cancel. There we go. And then tag the place where the stop sign is. Booyah! Done. Complied with. One of my videos got a little traction. Because I keep seeing when you see the same picture, one of them finally settled down.
Yeah.
I almost deleted it. Because I got so sick of like seeing the girl's face on the thumbnail. Because it got I don't know. I'm big on stats. I like to keep track of data points. That's why I like other people that keep track of data points, but they get weird. However, not but. I like other people that keep track of their stats also. However, oftentimes they do not like the company of me and what I have to say. You know, we all have our faults. It's okay if grown men are in their 60s and their mom buying houses. There's no shame in that. Unless the shame is what they have. It's no shame. I would appreciate the procreators though. If you guys could like teach your kids to want to know how to learn, that would be great. I think the younger generation does. So I'm going to go talk to the university in the local town and then offer my ideas and just say, listen, here's my background. Because I've been working with one of their employees as a math tutor because I'm getting over childhood trauma. They used to say, like, you're stupid. I used to get a lot, you're dumb. What's wrong with you? A lot of that.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'd get stressed out and then I'd fail tests. And so I'm going back as an adult and looking at math because I hate it. I'm too dumb. I can't do that. I'm stupid. They said so. And I'm not. I just needed people. I see in pictures. I see in colors and pictures. So I found somebody that teaches in colors and pictures. So I want, because they said I had Asperger's in 87. So 87 to now is what? 87, 15 plus 26, 36, 41 years.
Wow.
I had to count on my fingers at the end.
Wow.
41 years they said I had Asperger's, and the world said, we don't care. You don't get extra time for your test. And I see people that are like me, like, ooh, I'm set for life. Like, I don't gotta work no more. I live so far underneath my means that, like, It's cool in here. It was so cold earlier, I had to put on my robe to warm up. It's 68 degrees in here right now because I get overheated. Mom gets overheated. Mom got overheated last Friday, got throw up sick. I got so upset. I got so upset, like at myself. And then I was on the road, and I turned on the AC because I just spent $700 a few months ago to get my AC all charged up, so when it got hot, I could just flip it off and not worry. And it blew hot air on us, and I got fucking pissed because people don't have integrity, and it's a crapshoot. And it's not just I'm not gonna say that's how it is in town. No, it's how it is in every place you are. Either people have integrity. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe it won't. So now I got to take my shit back and get the AC fixed and pay them more. The man said to me, "I don't know where you get these ideas from in your head, but I can't say what I want to say because I need my AC fixed. And I'm going to piss the old machismo off so bad, he ain't going to fix my shit. But he's already not fixing my shit. I don't want to drive to Espen or Santa Fe and sit there all day in a shop in Santa Fe. So it's how sometimes you just got to eat shit in life. And this is how. And then I'm done. And then as soon as I verify the problem's been fixed, I will never go back there again. And I have AAA. I have the RV kind where I can have it. I can have it towed down to Santa Fe to a shop.
Wow.
And I could ride a blue bus down to get it. Like, I don't need nobody to do nothing. You know? I just know how hard it is to do stuff by myself and understand that life is going to throw life at you. And if you don't help people, that one day you're going to need help, and that help ain't going to be there because you ain't never helped nobody but yourself a day in your life. And that's what the world's coming down to now. A whole bunch of people that did nothing but live that best life. The good life. It's on a sign in Nebraska. I lived there for 15 years. It's not so much the good life now. It's another metropolis, self-will run riot. Too many people played Grand Theft Auto for too many decades, and now people are living what they do on TV. That's why I say Hollywood and is an extension of DC, because they put it on TV and then they make people to see it believe, oh look, war's that. War's not that. War's not that. So people are figuring it out. Nobody. Oh, I found this. Where is it? Don't cry. I saw this live. Boys Don't Cry. Yeah, that was back in the 80s, though. But I saw it, and then I was good. I found this. Oh, that's it's so funny. Look how crappy that artwork is. This is supposed to be like whose colonel's kid did this shit? It says the 322nd Training Squadron. Second to none. Look at that eagle. I did a better eagle when I was 15 in 89. I got it right over there on the other side of the door. And then you have this, right? This is excellence in all we do. Never quit, never surrender. Look at her fucking gang signs. What the fuck is that shit? I never looked at this until today, right? I just kind of glanced at it. But then I'm like, are they already trying to perpetuate the transgender? Because back when I went in 2000, you couldn't even be gay. And then they're like, oh, wait, we can profit from what? Drugs that, whatever. Just stop taking drugs, man. So, like, when I look at this, I was going through, remember, she's dead. She's younger than me. She died of heart disease. Her heart just shut all the way down. Let's see. Where's this one right here? She didn't even make it through tech school. Because they get knocked up. They see a dude with a golden wiener, and then it's on. And then, oh no, then she's a military wife. You know how many military wives end up that way? Because they get knocked up so they can't do their job. And then the thing of it is like, they have two. Once you have two kids in the military, then it's not cost effective for the second spouse to be in, because they might as well stay home because their paycheck is going to healthcare anyway. Or not healthcare, but childcare. Duh. So it's just, it's bizarre what people buy into, and they just believe. They just believe. Because why? It starts with Santa Claus. Just believe. I don't believe. How come he never brings his presents onto the Greyhound bus then? Ma. Ma. Then how come I would drive her crazy? She would say things to me like, I would say her name, I'd wear her name out. She'd be like, there's nobody here by that name. So I'd be like, Ma, I still do. I still hear my voice ringing through the house. Like, I'll walk in, hey, Mom, home. I've been doing that for years. 2008. That's when she first came out to Omaha to live with me. And we've been moving all the way around the country and end up back in her hometown. That's a trip, man. I give astrologers my chart just to see if they could see my remarkable life on the paper, on the chart. And so there's so much. I'll pay astrologers to see if they can see my remarkable life in my chart. The thing of it is unless people have lived a remarkable life, they're not going to see, even on paper, what it is to live a remarkable life. So, and so, like, so I don't have a whole lot of faith in the internet astrologers, and a lot of them are using AI anyway, and that's why I want people just like circumvent. You don't have to pay for a reading. Just go into Meta or whatever. I use Meta because I got Meta glasses, and I put all my stats in it: my date of birth, my time of birth, the place I was born, and then I asked it to look at my astrological placements, and then I asked it to go through and do it and look at it through the lens of Vedic astrology, and then do it through Chinese astrology, and then do it through human design, and then do it through, and then I'll ask it questions like are the questions I ask it can a signature of alien type beings be found in an astrology chart? And then it'll come back and tell me what it thinks and stuff. And so and then I started making AI pictures today with it, with my astrology placements. I say, okay, everything in this whole thread, make a picture that surmises all of that one picture as you understand it. And these are some of the ones that it came up with. They're pretty cool. I thought I posted one, but evidently I didn't. So here's one right here. Oh, and I also put a video of me moving around. I said get the likeness of me off of that too. And see how my rainbows, the color even is the same as my Straight people. This is my 2-year anniversary, and incidentally, I ordered these. I ordered it off Sticker Mule, and I've been giving them out for free to people all over, and magnets too.
Wow.
And so it brings up mention of my Jupiter. Yeah, that didn't sound like it. Said Jupiter, Mercury, Pisces, stellium. And then I have, this is my Thor of, my hammer of Thor right here. So I try to be nice and light because I don't want to bring the hammer down, because I will.
Yeah.
I just will. I don't hurt nobody. And then it says free stickers, Flamingo Revolution, Ascendant Cancer, nurturing but fierce. Mars, Gemini. I have Saturn in Gemini too. Scorpio moon. And then my south node is in Gemini also. So that was kind of cool. And then this one was the first one before I uploaded the picture of my likeness. And so it was, and I don't like that one. Because I don't think that, maybe if I live to be, like, I don't know, that's not a version of me now. I don't know. But she even has the same hair, but is there a widow's peak? I don't see a widow's peak. You can't do me without the widow's. You can't, it's not. Yeah, they're likenesses, but they're never, they're ishnesses is what they are. Ish. They're ish. And look, it even has Stan Lee on my shoulder. I think that one's cute. Yeah. So take the good and leave the rest, right?
Yeah.
I love animals and stuff like that. I want a place where things have to run and hide and duck out. They can come and recharge. Oh, here's my hammer. There's that hammer. That's my placements that make up. Yeah, I'm fun. I want to keep it light. People go to war because people get dumb and need to be stopped. Their dumb stuff needs to be stopped. And they've been doing dumb stuff in this country for so long, and I hope people stop them. It's not going to be me, because I'll be at home making sure Mom's tuchus is nice and clean.